Hi. I already tried doing this once, but I don't know. I listened to some of it, or I remembered some of it, and I was like, bleh. So I'm killing it, and I'm doing it again. To the Holder of Destiny. Yeah, crap that shit up. That's my list of E3 games. I know it's a lot later than I was planning on doing, but football happened, deal with it. I want to start by saying something that really fucks me off. Um, it hasn't really happened yet. I think it just happened. Like Saudi Arabia just like 5 seconds ago got knocked out by Uruguay. And for people who, I actually know it'd be quite funny for people who don't like football. But it put like they lost 5-0 to Russia, who aren't a good team, and they just lost 1-0 to Uruguay. And yet, in neither game did Saudi Arabia try and put in any effort or try and win. No, I think a lot of them were quite pleased that they kept it to 1-0 against Uruguay. And yes, it might well be impressive, but even if you lose 3 or 4-0, if you gave even a modicum of a fuck, that's something. But apparently a few of them slumped to the ground in like sadness, and I'm like, you didn't really try. Your game plan was to pass it around a lot, and it's not quite how you win at football. It's a start, but no, it puts me in mind of what was it? Brazil against Germany in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and they lost 7-1 to Germany. Like the host Nate, they got fuck it. For people who didn't watch it, for people who did, I fucking thought it was hysterical, but. They got absolutely fucking, like, pimp slapped into the ground. Like, it was it was heartbreaking at points where I wasn't even listening to it or watching it. I was just looking at the feed just constantly tick over with goals. And I'm like, this can't be right. Someone's gone mental. But anyway, I had a look at the highlights and the replays at the end of it. And what fucks me off more than anything else isn't putting in the effort. Like, no, what fucks me off more is, like, as long as you put in the effort, like, alright, yeah, 7-1 is harsh, but it was entirely justified. Because at no point after the first or second goal did Brazil look like they even gave a modicum of a fuck. Like, the defending was all over the place. The poor fucking goalkeeper who had to actually watch all this shit fly past him. Like, the defence was fucking apocalyptic. And they got a consolation goal back. And do you know what happened when Brazil scored to make it 6-1? The Germans were pissed. That was their clean sheet gone, and they were angry. But like I say, Brazil lose this game 7-1. And at the end of it, they're fucking crying. Now, I understand why you've just been destroyed in in your home nation in front of millions of people who want you to do well. But you can't be fucking sad if you put no effort into it. Like, I'm bitter that I didn't get an apprenticeship, but that's because I feel like I did enough to earn one at least, and I put in a decent amount. I made presentations. Like, when shit wasn't going well, I tried to adapt. I did my best, and it didn't pan out. So that's why I'm bitter. But when you're playing football, you're getting paid billions and billions of pounds for your fucking feet and your legs. And, like, you'd fuck it up that badly. Literally just stop caring after a certain point. And you cry? No. If you gave everything you had and you still got dicked 7-1, then that's the other team. That's the other team just being that good. And Germany were that good. But like I say, Brazil, half of their goals were because Brazil just stopped. Like, for all intents and purposes, the Brazilian defence may as well have just gone home. And yeah, at the end of it, they were like, oh no, the World Cup's over, blah. It's just like, fuck off. No. You can shed your tears if you've done everything in your power to prevent this, and you quite plainly didn't. I don't know. It was similar to recently the Champions League final with poor old Karius. Although I suppose, no, it's a bit different because he did actually put in the effort. But he made a dickload of... Yeah, in fact, yeah, Karius was actually allowed to cry and be apologetic. Because, yeah, he fucked up, but he did try. He did, honestly. I don't know whether that makes it better or worse that he fucked up in such colossal ways, but... like you say, it's something that really it grinds my tits, man. I can't stand it. If you gave everything, then you're allowed to be sad. If you gave fuck all, then take your fuck all and go home. Ugh. Ugh. I used to do that as well. It's a problem I've had before, and eventually you wake up and like, well, I put zero effort in, so it's not that surprising that I got fuck all out of it. What a shocker that one is. Anyway, yeah, it's E3 Roundup Part 2. Like I say, I did this once, and a lot of the problem is that Sony's press conference was quite good, but let's face it, they did put some things in that I didn't. I don't know. I've heard the press conferences crap. The game reveals were quite good, although one really contentious game popped up because of the way they presented it, and I kind of liked it, but at the same time I kind of didn't. And it's a problem I've been having recently. I made a Trick Room team. It's fucking terrible. Although I don't know, the Trick Room Mega Slowbro, he ain't bad. He does something. So I'm sure he'll do crap for me. I've never really gotten on with Alolan Marowak. I know it was the hot shit for a while there, but I don't know. He just doesn't endear himself to me. Although he does a thing, I suppose, but he kind of has the same problem as regular Marowak, which just isn't especially bulky. It's powerful as dick, but in a world where knockoff exists, that's not massively brilliant. Groudon's quite good. Go figure, it's almost like base 120 attacker CB adaptability is actually going to get shit done. Can't figure out why. Of course, the sex machine that is stakataka. I went with the balloon. I probably don't really need to go with a balloon, but I figure I'll go with a balloon. I haven't really got any good ground resists, so it's something I can bring in to trip shit up. I think normally I'd go with superpower over EQ, but I think that was more for Pharaoh cunts, so yeah. Although, actually, did I use Stack? No, I used Stakataka, didn't I? Just fucked me off, right? I tried using, because Hyper Voice is normal, so I tried using Normalium Z, thinking it would Normalium Z into Fairy Hyper Voice, and it didn't. And I'm like, well, do I use Fairium? Does Fairium work with Pixelate? I'm very confused, because if Normalium can remove the Pixelate boost, then surely Pixelate is applied after the Z mode. No, before. I don't know. Someone's going to have to brain that for me, because I can't. And I believe you're probably banned. Let me just quietly check. No, fucking hell, I was already in the underused group. Yeah, it's been suspect tested. And for some reason it's part of the suspect test, which is like, well, it's there. Surely the whole point is to play without Breloom, and then, and whatever. It's a thing, it does its thing very well, because it's a Breloom, and it's just shit. You Spore, you SD, you do things. I miss the days of Sub-Punch, but what do you want? We live in a new world where looms are just awful. Right, we're getting on with this, because fucking hell, this one took me so long last time. I missed out on games. In fact, I did add some shit. By the way, I'm uploading, you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm trying to get Final Fantasy done, because god damn. I finished the LP, but I want to get it all uploaded so I can move it onto my external and just be done with it. That's a team of things. I'm assuming Scizor of some description. I will lead with the Marowak. I can't tell if that's good or not, because he's going to knock me off. I'll go for a Stealth Rock. Well, it ain't gonna be that bad. Oh yeah, he gets Drill Run. Oh yeah. Oh well, this is why Stakataka exists. Ah, you stupid idiot. Fine. Use up the blue, I don't really care. Oh, is this gonna do it? Oh, wow, Sizzle took that a lot better than I expected he would. Oh good, it's bulky. Oh. Not a massive fan, I have to say. Although I can no, he's just gonna roost it off. There's no fucking point. I think I'd rather go back into Marowak, to be honest. Right, yeah, fuck, brain, go. In the no category from the new shit, because one more thing. I didn't even realise Devolver Digital did a conference. That's how fucking confusing this shit was. I only randomly stumbled on it by accident, and I was like, oh wow, that was a really good conference. Wish I knew that was there. I might watch that next year, because it was quite good. Anyway, COD Blops 4. No. Yeah, it's fine. Like, just no. I always think, I talked about it last time as well, I wouldn't be against buying a COD Blops game, but they don't endear themselves to me. They really don't, so no, I'm okay, I think. Smash Brothers Ultimate, or as I put it down, Smash Wankers Bumfuck, because I wasn't massively pleased with it. And there's a big reason to that, and I'm gonna try and be concise because it ties in with Pokemon stupidity. Or let's go EV and that's not gone well. I should have Trick Room. You're gonna have Aura Sphere. Do you have Aura Sphere? I don't know if you have Aura Sphere. I'm gonna go into Stakataka, for it's what he does. It's his shtick. Trick Room. No, he's got. Okay, that's fine. Wow. Ross has had 3 cracks at getting into Killing Floor. It's not going well. Yeah. Aha, you stupid idiot! What do you do? I'm assuming he roosts. Gyroball did what, like 30%? You're bulky. God, Stone Edge, do a thing. Yeah, I just hate the fact that they spent what felt like an hour talking about Smash Brothers and how to do a dodge cancel. What the fuck is this guy doing? And that's okay, that's not complicated at all. But when it comes to Pokemon, they have to dumb it down to get plebs in. That's my main issue with it. Like, they had literally one half of their presentation was how Smash is super fucking complicated, and the other half were how Pokemon... Well, no, Smash isn't complicated, but we'll present it as complicated, and how Pokemon isn't complicated, but we're saying it's too complicated, so we're having to dumb it down. That's my main criticism. I can't stand it. It's late. It's not lazy. It's more... It's difficult. I get it, I do. You want more plebs to play Pokemon, but it's like, I haven't played Smash Brothers since Brawl. I'm planning on getting a Switch. I'm not planning on getting that, because you literally... Oh, Marth's fucking shuffle animation has been sped up by 2 frames, so he can shuffle a bit faster. I was explaining it to my friend who loves Smash Brothers, because he says, of course he's going to get it. He loves it. It's his fighting game jams in the giant wealth of fighting games. I'm assuming Aero lead. Although, that's a pretty cool team, actually. I quite like that. Yeah, I'll leave with Loomface. That works. I can live with that. I don't know how to speed him, so I'm just going to quietly go for a Rock Tomb as he presumably switches into Celebi. Thank you. Hey man, damage is damage. It's a stealth rocking dooferin fuck. No, go away. Although I can bone. Yeah, I can go for the... Yeah, I want the bone. Oh, holy shit, dude. The fuck is that? The fuck is that? I don't like it. I have nothing to deal with you. I have nothing to deal with you. Huh. Whatever. Marowak, bulky son of a bitch. Yeah, I explain to him like this. It's like, if you have no interest in Killing Floor 2, I'm quite knowledgeable in Killing Floor 2. So, if I said to you, for example, that the Doomstick got rebalanced in the last beta patch because it was too versatile, you could kill small game and big game quite comfortably, it had a massive ammo pool, and you could also upgrade it. It could kill everything completely and utterly. So what they did was they raised the price of the ammo, They reduce the amount of ammo in it, and that way it focuses more on being a big game killer, so you kind of have to figure out how exactly you want to spec yourself out to make that work with other weapons. To most people, that's fucking meaningless. And that's what I felt like watching Smash Brothers, because I was hoping they'd announce Bayonetta or some shit. Something of vague worth or relevance to me. I'm not... that sounds entitled, but it's true. I was hoping for at least something, and I got dick. That's kind of where I ended up with it. Like, I'm sure the Smash Brothers fans, they squeed everywhere, and I hope that squee was good, but... to me, it meant bollocks, quite frankly. Then again, considering Pokemon... oh, I have to go to Sylveon. Considering Pokemon, it's a kind of massive slap in the face. It really is, but that's where I'm not buying it, just because it didn't present itself well. You can have people playing it as much as you want, and that's fine. It looks really polished and great, but you're trying to sell it to Joe Average, and I'm Joe Average, and I'm like... and the fact that I had it at some point when I don't like fighting games is at least a testament to the fact that I am a punter you could try and get in. Just a thought. Marowak fucks you, doesn't he? He sure does. Huh. Oh, right, need to move on faster. Sweet. Hollow Knight. It's on Steam and I ain't bought it. I ain't gonna buy it on the Switch. Fortnite. No, it can be as free. I applaud the fact that they made it free. That was a good move. They could have been really fucking dumb about it, and they weren't. Bravo. Because you know some fuck were like, we can charge £20, and everyone was like, get him out of here, get him out of here, he's wrong, he's stupid. I'll Shadowbone you. Nice. You know what? I said you wank. You're doing a thing right now, buckaroo. You're doing a thing. You're doing God's work. I'm keeping him alive because he's just insta-checked to Magneton. Yeah, Super Mario Party. Oh, I don't care. Super Mario Party 2. Oh no, Mario Party 2. It's super. God, they love that word, don't they? Super this, super that. It's not that super, mate. Yeah, Mario Party 2 is the best. Remake that. God, everything else is getting remakes. Mario Party 2 was fun. Because they always change the mechanic there. Death Stranding. I get it, Kojima, he's patron saint of lunacy, and that's great. It looks boring. It looks drearily fucking boring. And you can take that however you want. You could say, silly, plebish, simpleton, fine, great. Again, I'm here to have stuff sold. The whole point of it was to sell crap to me, and it looks really dull. Like, incredibly dull. It's a thing, I guess. Nice miss, Slowbro, you fat fuck. What the hell are you... oh, he's gonna try and storm me out, I think. Yeah. That's fine. No. But Primarina should fucking die, shouldn't it? Oh, come on, you big fat chimpanzee. It's not going well, has it? Still, though, I can just retreat into old Loomy Foomy. Oh, wait, no, he's going with Magneton. Well, fine. I'll go for the Trick Room on the off chance it goes... double. Yes! Oh, you're an idiot! You played yourself into a corner, you fool! He's quit. Just go into Crook, you know that Magneton's fucking pointless. Wait, what? Alright, yeah, bro wins, but so does an awful lot of other things. I get rid of Celebi, Crawdon wins. Stakataka could win quite comfortably. Yeah, like I say, it just... you mooch around a lot in an open world. I mean, I guess you could say that of other things, but it's like, well, where's the flair? Great, there's a baby's fucking bum. Wow, I really wanted to see that. Rendered in all of its glory. It just... I like the foot idea of like, oh, you can only see them by their foot tracks, or that's cool. Could have that one, but no, it doesn't look massively indie. Oh, by the way, pretend I have a PS4 to buy this crap. If something looked good, I probably would have done. But no, no. I'm sure it will get great reviews, I'm sure it'll be a wonderful game, but it just doesn't look that appealing. And I think the only reason it kind of does is because, oh, Kojima, blah. Be honest, an awful lot of you are like, what the fuck is this? Like, before, Metal Gear was daft, but it kind of held its roots in something rooty. Whereas Death Stranding's just like, oh, I'm fucking crazy! This bloke's carrying around a baby in a fucking womb, a makeshift womb, and he's running around the wilderness, and it's like, great. Random. I can be random if I want to. I am, very frequently. Doesn't get me the fucking views, does it? Destiny 2 Forsaken. I don't know. Like, the fact that Bungie gets any spotlight other than the flame coming off the oil drum outside of a fucking McDonald's is incredible. Black Ops 3 DLC? Don't think that really needs addressing. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I ain't played one of them since Assassin's Creed 1. Yes! The OG shit. I ain't starting now. They look fine, I guess. I am also slightly bitter because they killed Prince of Persia, and I like Prince of Persia a lot more. Sue me, Prince of Persia was the shit. I want that. Revive that. Just don't make a fucking mobile game out of it. Because Christ knows you fuckers will. Terrakion as a lead? That makes sense in my brain hole. Is Mega Man Electric UU? Probably. The fact that he has a Manetric pretty much says, yes, dumbface, it is a UU. It makes sense, doesn't it? I'm just gonna scold. I have shit for... Yeah, I don't care. Burn it! Burn it! Oh. What? Why? Yeah, unless you have HP ground, this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wow, this tier's easy. Oh, come on. But yeah, I don't really care for Assassin's Creed all that much. Far Cry's quite good. Although I haven't played one since Far Cry 3, but I have been told by Ross that the second Far Cry 5 goes on any kind of sale, I have to buy it, otherwise he'll eat my face. So, that'll happen at some point, but Assassin's Creed, no. No. I'll wait until they do the finale and I'll probably get that, because at the moment it's just incremental upgrades to the same fucking formula. It's Call of Duty. How embarrassing is that? The Crew 2, I played an hour of the Crew 1, it was co-op and boring, so, I used to like, I was trying to think of it fucking last time I tried doing this as well, I've completely forgotten what it's called. I don't know, I just don't really like, I said it about Forza, like, I don't really like driving games all that much, and like, it's cool that it's co-op and stuff, but I don't know. It just doesn't endear itself to me in the least. It's a thing. For Honor, I heard it was bollocks. Or that it was good, but the servers were so unstable and poor that it was nigh impossible to actually achieve the cool one-on-one gameplay that they wanted, so... Oh, you too, Sunshine. Oh, he's got a loom as well. Hey! Someone actually thought to bring one of the stupid fucking things. Is it going to be a loom-on-loom showdown? I should have gone for the SD. It would have made more sense. I'm going to go for the Mach Punch. I should 2-hit KO it. Ah, what the fuck are you doing? Great, alright. I just want to put you to sleep and then I'll switch. That's all I want. I'm going to Crawdon. See how you like that. It's Lando v Lando all over again. It's out of control. Do I go for the SD? No, I'll go for the Mach Punch. I'm not going to SD next time. Yeah, you go. What the fuck? Oh. What a waste. He's going to outspeed me, isn't he? Wait, no, am I? No, I'm not running max speed at all, am I? Whatever. I don't care. Oh no, my loom's dead. What a fucking shame. Wait, no, that's a terrible shame. I have nothing to kill you now, do I? Oh. I knew I hadn't fought something through. Well, I don't care. Yeah, for all I heard it was crap. Starlink, that thing, that space thing with Star Fox on it. Nintendo and Ubisoft are spooning each other raw at the moment. It just doesn't look that interesting. It's a space thing where we have loads of space things. It's like, alright. I guess. It's a thing. It's what you want. It's what you get. It's a thing. You don't get EQ, do you? I don't know, but I don't trust you. The only problem is that you're still alive. It's a bit of a pisser, that one. I kind of just need damage on it. I'm going to stakataka. You'll go for the knockoff. Yeah, why wouldn't you? I'm gonna double out into Crawdon. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know how much a CB adaptability. I don't fuck. There's no way I win this now, unless I get Trick Room up, and even then. Pert kind of fucks over enough of my team and Loom still exists, so I'm not holding my breath. Nah, I'm just gonna go for a liquidation because I should. I'd wager he'll go into Muck before he goes into Latias, so. Or that. Crawdon's fun. I like Crawdon. Yeah, it's a space thing that looks spacey. I have no idea. I don't know what it really is. And again, all of this is kind of gleaned from just looking at summaries and shit, because I didn't. Like, the one time I actually watch an actual fucking showcase, it's Nintendo, and I don't want to watch another one, because. Oh. Like, my sister and her boyfriend were just sitting there going, can we stop now? And I'm like, but they might do. They're not doing anything, are they? No. Mario plus Rabbids XCOM thing. I haven't played it. I know it's out. It's DLC. But if Gears of War is probably going to be Bargain Bucket XCOM, I shudder to think how Bargain Bucket that is. Rainbow Six Siege. Bang Shooty. I don't know what it is. I've heard it's alright. Not my bag. MMO shooty things. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Doesn't look awful. I just feel like it's selling itself on nostalgia that I don't have. Oh, he hasn't got Spore. I don't think so, anyway. He might win off of that alone. Unless Marowak feels like tanking a fucking rock doofer. I kind of have to go for the Shadow Bone. That's fine. Oh, wow. Dude. That's pretty impressive. Alright, let's get Bro in and get a fucking Trick Room up, because I fucking need a Trick Room. Let's get a Trick Room. I like Trick Room, it's fun. Although, again, you can go into Muck. I could if I can get Pert low enough, stakataka's fine. No worries. It's getting getting Pert low enough is the problem. Oh, he gets to go for another knockoff again, doesn't he? Would he, though? Because he's going to be at least a 2-hit KO on Slowbro, because it's a fat bastard. I kind of... No, he's going to go knockoff again. I'll go into stakataka. Oh, shit! Oh, the plays! I'll go for a gyro ball. Come on, stakataka! You can do it, my son. I believe in you. Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is selling itself on nostalgia that I don't have. And, like, big swearing monkeys, oh, edgy, oh, well, I don't know. I'm sure it's lovely, but it's another Ubisoft game. All the people who are hoping that it's going to be whatever the fuck it was before are probably going to be shit out of luck, because it will be another Ubisoft game. And that swearing monkey will be climbing towers like nobody's fucking business. If I'm wrong, then hey, but Ubisoft have kind of cemented their niche at this point. I can't imagine it's going to change. Oh, because, that's what the fans want. Yeah, they don't give a shit what the fans... They essentially make the KFC of gameplay. Well, that was a poor play, wasn't it? How the fuck did you KO with a... It's a muck. It's not exactly Speedy Gonzalez, is it? He's a bit fucked, isn't he? He's going to have to get a bit saucy here. But it's alright, because I can go into Marowak. Yeah, he has to go for the Muck Punch. There's nothing else to do. And I still have a full Slowbro, so yeah. Stakataka, man. It's hot shit, I gotta tell you. He can't really let his pert die, otherwise Stakataka just rolls up. Maybe an arrow will stop it, but you know. So yeah, it's Beyond Good. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. I don't care. I take too long with this. This is why I shouldn't do these videos. But maybe they should stop announcing so many fucking games. Just Dance 2019. FF14 Online MMO. So no, I've heard okay things, but I'm not an MMO fan. I probably would be if I played them. That's why I don't play them. I'm actually going to stay in. I reckon I'll live a hit. I'd rather get the pert out of here, because I know it does things. I should be keeping Marowak, but... Yes! Oh, the plays! I am a god! Ah, that's its own separate problem. That, I don't know what the fuck. I'm going to go into... Come on, bro, you're max defense. I'll believe in you. Millions wouldn't. Oh, he's taking it slow. That's cool. I can trick him. Yeah, no, Buckaroo. Oh, I forgot you were a thing. Burn, Buck. Yeah, go for it, Draco me, because now I can lock myself into knockoff. Awesome. Yeah, actually, yeah, I go knockoff. He has to keep Latias alive if he wants any chance of winning this. Like any, because I can Aquajet, Pert, or Arrow with this, and I'm gonna get 2 kills. So if he doesn't sack Pert and Arrow, oh, he's being clever. He's a good player. He is. It's entire. Oh, actually. Ooh, actually, no. This is different now. Ah, shit. I maybe should have gone for the liquidation. This is actually a little bit trickier than it should be. No, I'm going to go sack Marowak. Bear with us, I'll get back to it. Cool. Now we go back into Crawdom. Now we double into Stakataka. If he goes for the attack, it's a perfectly good play. I can't argue with it. He's... Oh, mate! Oh! It's just Stakataka. He might have Surf to be fair, or something to hit me. If he doesn't, no. Yeah. Stakataka. It's just Stakataka. It's that hot shit that is Stakataka. Hang on a minute. Why is my defense rising? Oh, I didn't lower his... I'm a fucking pleb. What's wrong with me? What am I like, eh? I didn't even realise. I even put some in defense. I completely forgot the whole point of fucking Stakataka. Someone's pointed that out. Look, the Socrates has pointed that out. Can have it in... What the fuck do I even put it in? I don't want it in anything. What was it? 15? 14. It doesn't really matter, does it? I think you get a bit more HP. I don't really know if I care or not. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, it's all good in the hood. I'm probably end up having to split. No, we can do this. It's fine. Bearing in mind, I've also probably forgotten a lot of these things. We can crank through them. It'll be cool. Killer Queen Black. It looked vaguely Metroidvania. This is the maybe now, by the way. I don't know. It's a thing. No, it's a thing. If I cared more, I'd go look it up. Overcooked 2. It seems like a classic Nintendo-ish thing that I couldn't give a fucking toss about. I'm sure it'll be lovely and wonderful and brilliant, but I don't care. Fire Emblem, whatever the fuck it was called, Legends or Guardians or a subtitle that attaches itself to a Fire Emblem game. I do need to get on another Fire Emblem. I never actually ended up completing the one that I bought for DS. I think it's because I tried to restart it because I fucked myself and I just got bored. So, But yeah, it certainly doesn't look like classic Fire Emblem. It looks more like the 3D console versions, but I don't know. I'm kind of a bigger fan of the like the 2D sprites and stuff. I don't know why, it's me. I think it's a nice aesthetic that's worked for a long time, but you know, nothing wrong with a bit of progress. Pokemon, let's go kill ourselves. It looks fine. If there's one problem I have with it, and one thing that I would quite like explained before I actually put my money down for it, they said they kept battling around because that's the heart and soul of Pokemon. How does battling work if it's not going to have EVs and IVs? Like, if that's a thing. I haven't actually said that you can battle each other yet. But they're keeping it, I don't know. I mean, they could go back to DVs, because I'm fairly confident the way DVs worked, it just, like, all of your stats were maxed out at level 100. Which I believe is why they changed it, to make the Pokemon a bit more unique. I don't know. I'm not overly enthused by it. Again, Smash Brothers kind of pissed me off on that one, because it's like, you're making this more complicated than it needs to be. If you explained your mechanic... I haven't even done a video on this. I've tried like 4 times and it pisses me off every single time. Pokemon wouldn't be nearly as complicated if you stopped adding extra shit to the basic formula and explained it properly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Megas or Alola forms or Z moves or whatever, but at this point there's like so many different game mechanics that, like, oh, Mega Evolutions are back, woo! It's like, okay, what does that mean for the new player? Oh, some Pokemon, but not all of them, can Mega Evolve for no discernible reason. This makes some of them incredibly strong, and you will carry on using them, even though we're not making them. Or you can use Z moves in the same team, and then Z moves have their own unique moves, or you can, vary their power depending on what move you Z move, or you can have, like, status moves, and the list of statuses is fucking ballistically dumb. If you just start, especially EVs and IVs, they said they took them out because it's complicated, and it's like, yes, but it could be complicated in a good way. You could, if you explained it properly, then it wouldn't be as bad. Again, the main problem, as I see it, with Pokemon fundamentally today is that I have to play on this. Because breeding and IV breeding and fucking trying to EV train is so drearily fucking boring. So, in the sense, taking it out is fine, but taking it out is just removing the problem instead of trying to solve it. Instead of having a randomly vague prick who just goes, oh, yeah, IVs are quite good. Or having several different items that mean that you can train up different EVs a lot faster, and then Pokerus, and even if you had just a big, like, a bloke who's just like, here's this massive spreadsheet in game. The fact that I have to go to this website whenever I want to EV train something. I love you, Cerebi. You've helped me through many, many Pokemon times, but fucking Christ. It's the equivalent of Bungie's Grimoire cards, where all the plot and all the really intricate shit is on a website that you're not going to go look at because you're trying to play the fucking game. Except I want to play Pokemon, so if I want to know about it, I have to go on Cerebi, or forums, or message boards, or Bulbapedia, and it's just like... Why? How do you people suck so fucking hard at explaining how your own fucking game works? Oh no, but we've got to put a Mantine minigame in it. Oh, it's really important. So, no, I'm not overly enthused. And if they change it for the better, then fine. They've already said they're doing a Gen 8 anyway, that will be a brand new core experience, and I can't wait. Just as long as it's not Ultra Sun and Moon levels of we didn't try, here's the same thing again. I can forgive, but I can't forget. Or forgive. Where we at? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've never played the first one, but it's a JRPG thing, so it could happen. I don't see why not. Demon Ex Machina, but the demon is spelt A-E as opposed to E, and it's Matt Damon. It's pronounced Damon and Matt Damon. Why would you do this? I hate when they do it. I don't know where it's written like that. Fucking Tales of Berseria did it, and the hilarious adventures of Matt Damon trying to kill Velvet and the crew was dumb. I don't even know what it is. It's just funny. I hate that name. It's stupid. Spider-Man PS4, Marvel Spider-Man, the Spider-Man from Marvel. I feel like it could go either way at this point. It looks very good, and it's been presented quite well. However, how many fucking Spider-Man games have looked quite good and been presented quite well and generally been disappointing? I'm just saying. Notice the track record. When everyone talks about that good one, and there's been how many fucking sequels? Not counting Spider-Man 3, and then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and then all the weird spin-off-y games like where you had Spider-Man 2077 or Steampunk Spider-Man or Unix Spider-Man. It's just like, look, just look at the track record and leave it for a bit. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it will be good, because the whole point of a Spider-Man game is how the web slinging feels. It ties everything together, and since Spider-Man 2 they haven't got it right once. I'm just saying. It's the most crucial part of it, and you can't tell if it's good until you buy the fucking thing. But yeah, it could be good. Neo 2. I swear that was the Dark Souls-y like thing. I don't want it. I want it, but I don't know. I think it was just a trailer, and I don't remember what Neo 1 was, other than I swear it was Dark Souls 1. Trover Saves the Universe. I don't watch Rick and Morty, and it's living off of that. Good for you, don't care. Control might work if the controls are good. I don't know what it is. They look like a weird Max Payne-y thing. Dreams. I just random interludes in Sony's press conference, I think, and yeah, hype's difficult to build when I don't know what the fuck something is. Oh, that's annoying. Ghost of Tsushima. I actually would get that if I had a PS4. I know it hasn't got an announcement or a release date on it. I thought it presented itself pretty well. The movement and sort of the samurai climbing and shite looked quite interesting. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see if it goes for like the proper like Tarantino-esque cheese, or if they try and go for a realistic portrayal. Because God, someone needs to. There was Afro Samurai or Afro Ninja with Sammy J in it. I don't know, man. The world needs a bit more of Kill Bill-esque cheese, because, God, that was fun. But we'll see how we go. It looks pretty cool. If I do end up getting a PS4, I wager I will get that. The Last of Us Part 2. I never watched Part 1 again. I mean, I could play it, to be fair. I do have a PS3, but I watched an LP of it. I watched the actual thing. If it's accurate, so like how it was presented, like with what was her fucking name, Ellie, like pulling like shards of wood out and the AI sort of spreading out trying to find you, and the combat looking very interesting. If it's actually realistic to that, and that isn't a super duper juiced up, ball polished gameplay demo, yeah, I don't see why not. I've heard I haven't looked into it properly. I've heard grumblings about the whole lesbian bent that was on it. To be fair, it's been presented as part of a character in the previous game. The problem I have with it, and it's the same problem I had with the TV series Altered Carbon, because that was quite good. It's a Netflix thing. It's actually pretty good to its credit. But the problem I have with it is because there's tons of sex and boobies in that, and I kind of draw a weird line. I've become more prudish with old age, I guess. I think it's a British thing. Does the sex and violence and titties serve a purpose? And violence generally does. It's kind of how you get from A to B. But then it's like, is the sex in there to try and get me to watch it because there's sex in it, or is it in there to try and serve a purpose? And it's like, in the case of Last of Us 2, again, it has been established as part of a character, that's fine, I have no problems with it, and it kind of suited the story trailer-esque a bit. I thought that was, at least decently well done. But it's like, I'm not playing it because she's a lesbian, I'm playing it because it's a zombie survival thing about the harshness of life, and I suppose you could kind of tie it into that. But you would have thought after the zombie apocalypse that people would stop caring who and what you stick into whatever person. So I don't feel like it's the main focal point, but then they present... I spent at least 10 minutes moaning about that last time, and I thought, no. It's a thing, it's my own weird hang-up, I guess. I don't have a problem with sex or, whatever. Again, my favourite anime is relationship anime or love anime, romance, whatever you want. It's my jams, but there's got to be a point to it. You could say that of all fan service in anime. Does it help? Does it achieve anything? No. So why is it there? It's a major problem it has, and the fact that it's still a problem for games and media in general is a bit weird. Moving on. Skull and Bones. It looks different to Sea of Thieves, but I've been burnt once, so I'm not really in the mood to do it again, because again, you can make it a different control scheme, and it looks like you're a bit more involved in the whole process, but you can still boil it down to the same problem, which is that Sea of Thieves wasn't necessarily bad because of the control scheme or the fighting or whatever. It was trying to emulate something. It was that it was fucking boring after 5 hours. I'm sure Skull and Bones will last a lot longer than that, but if all it's going to boil down to is, there's a ship, let's go blow it up with overwhelming firepower. I know Sea of Thieves doesn't even have that, but when it does have that, which they've said it will, at least it's you against the crew, and you've got to go do a thing, and that's kind of neat. Whereas it's like, if I just have to roll up next to a ship and just press a button and massacre it, so I have different problems, but it could kind of boil down to the same issue. I don't know. It looks quite good, I suppose. Charles Rising. Charles kind of neat. There's so many fucking versions of it, but I don't know. I have played Charles one time. Quite liked it. I don't know. It's not like you need to know the backstory of the pleb who's backflipping on a bike to fucking bucket head. Well, no. I might do. The Quiet Man. Other than the deaf concept, which I heard was a thing, so you're a deaf bloke and you're beating up Hispanic randies. Seems a bit mean-spirited. I don't know why, but other than that, I'm kind of interested to see what they do with it, but there's not an awful... I mean, other than, the only thing I can think of is that when you're deaf, a lot of your other senses get heightened, and they could try and include that in the game, I suppose, but, realistically, your sense of, smell and stuff, or, the way you perceive information gets strengthened a bit, and it's I don't really know how you transform that into gameplay. I have deaf person superpowers. I don't know. It'd be quite fun, because the other thing about the deaf society is that they're quite sort of literal. So if they see you, and it's oh, you meet someone and oh, you're looking sort of quite buff, and then you meet a deaf person Jesus, you're fat as fuck. What are you doing? That's what my mum always did to me, and I'm no better off for it. I can tell you that. Jesus. Hey Discord, how's it going? That's interesting. Discord just fucking pinged me with about 7 messages at once. Probably should stop. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it because it's me background. I'm interested to see, because I can't think of any games before that have done something with deaf people, but I don't really know what you could do with the deaf thing. It's an interesting idea, but none of it was really explained, but I'll keep an eye on it. Babylon's Fall? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's the fucking main... I don't know what it is. I don't know what half of this shit is. And what I do know about some of it is so drearily boring, I don't fucking care. The Metal Wolf Chaos remake. It's a cool bit of, like, nostalgia mining. Like, credit where credit's due. Devolver Digital, they lightened up a dreary fucking thing. But I remember that a lot of the reason it wasn't... it's one of those so bad it's good kind of things, so I don't want to spend some money on something that's crap. It's in the maybe. I don't know. They might spruce it up and make it better. I don't know. Anyway, there are definitely things that I am going to get. Is my friend Pedro, because I want to support these people. And I admit, all they did was slag off something and didn't bother to, like, offer any better alternatives, which is kind of, but the whole point was it was a good comedy bit and it was fine. And then they presented that, and again, it was just gameplay, and it looks really fucking fun. If the control scheme sucks, it will be terrible. But yeah, like, it's just a cool 2D little side-scrolling thing that looks rad as shit, so definitely getting that. Depending on what platform it's released on, Resident Evil 2 Remake. It was announced for Sony, but I swear it's getting a PC port, because what isn't getting a PC port these days? I ain't played one yet, and I don't really like horror games or horror movies in general, but the fact that they're trying to take Resident Evil 2, which was so goofy and campy anyway, and go down the horror angle, I'm kind of intrigued to see if they actually pull it off. Like I say, it's brave. I know Resident Evil 7 was horror, but that was them trying to take it back to, or trying to evolve the concept a bit, instead of just daft over-the-top stupidity, which Resident Evil 2 was. So, and it's going back to the remastering the old over-the-shoulder shit, so, because I never really tried Resident Evil. I haven't even played Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I might give it a punt, see how well they do with it. Why not? Got to try and broaden my horizons at some point, right? An Octopath Traveler. It's a fucking odd name for a game. I've said to myself it ain't a Switch seller, but I might do. I don't know how far low down in price the Switch is going to go, or if they're going to announce another version. Knowing me, they will. But it looks interesting. The art style is interesting. I know I've said an art style shouldn't sell a game, but the art looks so interesting that, yeah, it might well do. And fuck it, it's another JRPG. I'm into my JRPG jams. Although, again, I don't know if I'll buy it straight. I've got Final Fantasy 13, 2, and 3 to kill myself with, so I'd rather do that before I get too deep into anything else. I've got Killing Floor, and they're going to do updates forever. Anyway, as far as I know, that's all of it. I'm going to stop. That's it. God, like, I don't even know how many games are on there. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know some of them are coming out in 2019, but that's a dickload of stuff, man. Like, I'm going to go back. I'm trying to get another job as well. I have an interview tomorrow. No one has time for all this shit. Like, who thinks this is a good idea? I mean, Microsoft is essentially competing against itself. I know that's kind of the point. Oh, we got to get people buying our console and stuff, and that's great. Go mad. But, like, what if games don't meet your sales quota? Or do you have an overall sales quota? Or what? Because it's like, I feel like this is a lot of the problem that EA and Square Enix had when they said, this title didn't meet our expectations. Maybe it's because there's about 5,000 other games, and you're just not going to sell that. It's a crowded market. And a lot of them are just shooters. Or Ubisoft sandboxes. I mean, Ubisoft's the most confusing one. Like, they released Far Cry 5 this year, and then they're doing Assassin's Creed not Origins, Odyssey. They've got another one coming out that I can't remember what the fuck it's called. I think it was that Starlink thing. Then they've got Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like, you have so many fucking games that are just the same thing with a different coat of paint. You're just competing against it. It's a live service. The whole point is for me to play it for ages and give you loads of money. Whereas then you're like, oh, this is like, buy this live service as well and pull it. It's like, I suppose they're releasing them far enough apart, but I don't get the model. I don't. And people have got to get bored of this shit at some point, right? Anyway, I actually managed to end up at exactly the same time as I did last time. But I had a lot better time of playing my Showdown, so there you go. I actually won matches, controversially. Go figure. Anyway. I don't even know if I want to do one next year. Like, a lot of the reason I haven't looked up an awful lot about this stuff is because it's so dense and there's so much of it. I just don't care. The whole point is you got to grab me, and the only things that really grabbed me were, let's see, nostalgia mining in Vesperia, nostalgia mining in Doom, nostalgia mining in Fallout 76, Anthem because it... Dying Light 2, again, more nostalgia mining, Octopath because it's a JRPG. The only two, like, oh, I'm going to try that, are Resident Evil 2 and My Friend Pedro. That's your lot. Again, the rest of... I mean, it could... I suppose you could say, well, they've got to do that for everyone, but fucking Christ. Nothing really stood out on its own merit, apart from My Friend Pedro, I guess. Nothing was like, play me! And I'm like, yes! Even Vesperia was kind of announced underwhelmingly. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Next time, I promise, I'll play Showdown. I'll get Judas and Robotnik back and we'll have another bash. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and bye.